Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new Dynasty Warriors Overlord video. Let's see if we can get 50 likes and dedicate it to Lubu. I dedicate this video to Lubu because he scares me. So I want to give you some more kind of I wish I knew before type I started playing, because I've been playing this game for about 2 weeks now, nearly level 100, and this is kind of one of the coolest things I found. Now it's a bit of a lazy way to play, but when you're playing single player mode, which is kind of like, it's a bit grindy anyway, it doesn't work for PvP, but you can put this on and you can click a number and it will automatically do that special. So it just makes it a little bit easier and a little bit more relaxed whilst you're playing your PvE modes. And there's a lot of PvE modes in this game, so it's certainly worth considering doing this. So yeah, and there's not really any other settings I would really tell you to worry about, but that is my favorite one. So click support, it's in combat and it's really useful. Now, one of the main tips I wanted to give you and the main kind of point of this video, and it's something that I didn't know for a while. Now, do comment down below if you knew what you were doing when it comes here. But basically, I want to make a video on each kind of mode, and there's a lot to consider in this. But today I want to focus on the stable. So there's a lot in here which is kind of a bit overwhelming. So if I start on formation, this is something you unlock as you get quite far. I think it's around like level 60, but this is a very simple thing to do, and it just makes you earn a little bit more money. It does actually give you like overall health and very, very small sort of buffs to your character, very small. So I normally just push quick formation and it will chuck everything in the best way possible. Now, there isn't actually a benefit for you doing this on your own. For example, if I replace that, that's nowhere near as good. So immediately using the quick formation is the best way to do it. And it's kind of the best way to do for most things, because this doesn't take your horses out of the playing field. So it's just a nice little thing. And then basically every rank you go up, you can come in here and keep upgrading, and that's going to get you more earnings, stats, and it just is going to creep you up slowly. So as much as this looks overwhelming, you only really need to click quick format and then upgrade every so often when it tells you to. You can always see when you've got that red exclamation mark, basically. Now we've got the gallery. This is just literally showing you the horses you've identified, which means you're basically going to be able to unlock them, and it gives you the correct kind of way to go through. Now, I do actually believe that horse is, I think you can only get if you pay for it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain that's the one I want. I want the Shadow Runner. I'm pretty certain that this one here, which looks ridiculous, you can only get if you pay for. But I quite like the glitter one. I think the glitter one's my favorite. But yeah, you are going to have to craft those. So the way this works is you first go into the horse expert. Now, this is something I wanted to be a little bit strict on, because I didn't realize. Now, I'm probably not going to get it in this video, but when you click free identity, it doesn't cost any money, right? You click free identity and it identifies a horse here. All 6 properties will be displayed after identity. Inferior horses will become points, and qualified horses can be kept or released. Now, this is an inferior horse, which means it doesn't help me with anything. I can't claim it, I can't keep it. It's just going to sit there. Now, I don't think I've ever seen a purple horse appear here. But what we're looking at here today, it's saying, oh, look at these that I might get. It's giving me a good amount of chance. So it does look like there is an actual chance that you can get the legendary horses, the SSR horses from in here. I've not had that happen, and I've been playing this game for 2 weeks. So I'm going to use all of these and my tokens to kind of show you the process I go through. So normally I'll just spam this as quickly as possible, because there's no need to worry about any of these if they're not actually good characters. Now, depending on the patterns and the things that you do get a few more coins, and you're also going to get some ignates each time you do this. So you've got 5 free attempts of getting some ignates if you get some ones that have got a bit of purple on. So as much as this is just RNG, there is a very good chance that you can actually take away some pretty decent stuff. So another 14 points, another 16 points. So in this one today, I'm probably, okay, this is a good example. Because I found one that's all purple, it's not quite an actual horse in the game, but I can release and get 100 free ignits. So this is a very good way to actually grab a lot of ignits, which I think is very important. And you can see here that now I've got a low chance to grab some of these other cool horses. So it's all quite difficult and it's all a bit of a grind. But like I said, again, there, 60 ignits. Again there, another 90. So that did pretty well. Now, I wasn't able to actually get what I wanted to show you, but I can explain it. So when you click identify, sometimes you'll get two buttons. It will say release or it will say claim. If you claim the horse, you get it in your inventory, but it costs you 800. Now, I didn't realize the first time I did that. I thought it was going to give me 800 and I spent 800. It did get me another horse, but to be realistic with you, you only really need 3 good horses for the 3 characters you might have on your team. Yes, when it comes to doing the big boss battle, 8 will boost a lot of characters, but having those 3 good horses is really, really going to shine. And of course, trying to match the horse to the character is going to be useful as well. But probably at the start of the game, I wouldn't worry too much about that because, you know, you need to kind of work with the characters that you've got. So now I've showed you that, I wasn't able to get any new horses, which is a bit of a shame. Now you'll see at the left here, I've got 2 idle spots here. Now when you go into the mount breeding, you can do co-op or you can do single player. Now I'm going to show you single, and it's going to apply to co-op as well. So basically, once you claim a mount, then you can use it in breeding. Now I haven't put one in here because the problem I have is I've only got these 2 characters that are sort of able to breed. You can't breed every horse that you have, and the reason I can't breed a lot of them is because I don't have many equipped. Well, most of my horses are equipped, so they've disappeared. Now, because I've found a few of these ones whilst I've been doing the sort of identifying, I do actually know how to get an SSR horse, but you need these 2 SRs to get there. So I can't actually do that at the moment. So Goose Chirp. So if I've got a dark brown and a shouting thunder, that's going to mean that I can actually get another SR confirmed, and that's going to work towards a legendary horse as well. So the important thing here is you go into your generals and you want to look and see what horses that you've got equipped on these characters. So there's a dark brown there. So there's the shouting thunder. So send them to the stable. There we go. What you don't want to do is release them, but you do want to make sure that you unequip these horses off of people. So Goose Chirp is there. So now I want to go back into the mounts here and see what I needed. So it was, I need shouting thunder and dark brown to get a Goose Chirp. Now you can see I've already got a Goose Chirp because I did that one once before. So the idea is I need to find the one which will give me that batch gong. And I might not have all the horses to do that. So what I might do now is take another Goose Chirp, because I'm curious to see what would happen if I put them together. So we need a dark brown and a shouting thunder. Now, of course, what you could do is just Google the breeding results. Yes, I'm not going to say that's a bad idea. I just thought of it. Don't know why I didn't do it before. And then that will tell you what you can use. Now, I'm not going to put a breed in now for the sake of this video, but it's worth clicking that recipe button and trying to work your way towards the SSR, because you can only actually do one of these like once a week, I think, unless you speed up. So it's worth working your way towards the SSR slowly. But that's going to be the biggest take. So I'm going to start to claim a few more horses as I go now. And the cooperative breeding's the same thing. You can just invite a friend if one's online. But again, with that, so someone is online here, but the thing with that is if you don't work, so if you know one of your friends has got one of these horses, then stick it in and you could get a good one, basically. So, and there's one last thing here called horsemanship, and this is a bit of just a spamming a button to go up a bit of a pathway here. There's not much to this. You just click up and you're going to level up and get a few bits and pieces. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you a playthrough, a story mode mission where I use the horse. So I've just been going through all of the side missions here at the moment, just because it annoys me and I like to try and get everything completed. And it's important to go through these as well, because as you go through these, you're going to get the breakthrough pots. But I wanted to mainly focus on the horse today. Now, one of the best techniques you can do is activate your special at the boss. So I'm going to put it, I like to put it onto 2.5D so it zooms out a little bit. Now, this is a bit of an easy level I'm playing, but this woman's very good because she can add lightning to her default attack. So you can see lightning's just pouring onto everyone's head here. So that's going to give us a very good result, and I can kill this guy here like that. So everyone's dying quite easily, and because I got my SSR horse here, I've got quite a lot of moves, and it's going to last a very long time. So now what I'd recommend you do, if I can do it before my horse disappears, is lock onto the enemy, use the horse's special, and get stuck on him like that. If you get it perfect, you can get stuck, and it basically means you can just drain all the damage. So that is what I recommend you do, and it is the most beneficial thing that I can tell you, is getting stuck on the enemy with the horse. That's going to give you your best result and your biggest output. I do that for every single story mode mission. I'll get my special, I'll jump on the horse, and I'll run directly at the enemy. And if you get stuck, you'll go, all the health gone. It's miles better than using a normal special. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that, guys. I want to give you my opinion on the stable. I had a few people actually message me on Instagram about this game, and one of them did ask me about the stable. So I kind of hope that's been helpful. It's just a bit of a breakdown on kind of how I've understood it and how I've approached the stable. But the main thing with the stable, to be honest with you guys, is just kind of spamming all the buttons until you get a little bit further on. Just make sure you do that identity once a day. Make sure you do all of your missions once a day. There isn't like a huge amount of things which are challenging. It's just there's a lot to do on this game every day, so it's worth just kind of considering making sure that you can sort of manage everything. But yeah, there we go, guys. So I just kind of wanted to show you that and go over that with you. I like this as well. You can do like you can give people gifts. You can give them like loads of little gifts here to sort of level up their friendship. So I always do that character there because she's my top character. So I'm trying to level up as much as possible. So yeah, anyway. So there's loads of cool things you can do in the old Brotherhood tree and things like that. But yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. That's my breakdown of the stable. Just make sure you're active in the stable every day, identifying everyone. And then that's going to help you with the claim. It's going to help you with a bit of everything, really. So yeah, make sure you do that, guys. Also, these U picks are very, very useful. So I always like to say, make sure you do that as well. There's a lot of cool things that you can be doing here. Anyway, I'll see you legends all in the next one.